Hey, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well today. It's an interesting day. It's a Tuesday. It's a day after my technology day with the students, the kiddos. I get exhausted after that. But that's not what we're here about talking. Well, you know what? Maybe that's what generated this. Talk about vacation time. I was looking on my topics because I track them on my phone, different topics, things that happen during the course of everything. Try to keep it relevant and new. And one of the things my wife, she had, and I know a lot of people do it because I coach people all the time and they talk about their vacation time or they don't take vacation time, and I always coach in a certain way. But anyway, she had banked, what do you want to call it? Vacation use time, family use time. They were allowed to bank that as long as they wanted to in her company, and they had vacation time, right? So many hours, you earn so many hours vacation for every pay period, and so on and so forth. And they had a rule where you can only bank let me say, the corporation got bought out, right? And they did a terrible job of communicating the use and the new rules of your vacation time. So she got screwed over on her vacation time, right? So I want to talk about it a little bit so you don't get messed up on your vacation time. And this is our 2-for-1 10x your day on a Tuesday here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, where we talk about practical and tactical stuff. Bring more value to customer. And then we're going to show you how vacation time does help you bring more value to the customer and also allows you to have a little fun along the way. I think it pairs both of them pretty darn well, to be honest with you. And so here's the gist, right? So many companies I coach, so many people, so many managers, and they think about this in the wrong way. I learned this many years ago. I was facilitating a bunch of admirals and executives for Navy Supply Corps, and I was a young 20-something facilitator or whatever, and I was facilitating a group. And this one captain, Navy captain, who one day probably ended up becoming an admiral or so, said his father told him a long time ago, the Navy gave you vacation time for a reason. They want you to use it. And I stuck with me for the longest time because I know some people would bank vacation, bank, save it up. So I want to take, they give me this. I'm gonna bank all this vacation, so much vacation that it overflows into the new year, and I get to carry that over. That carrying over is not a savings account. It is not yours to keep, to be honest with you, because the corporations could change and they could change the rules. Now, there's some state laws on how vacation works. Granted. So there's maybe a reimbursement, then you start from zero, and then you have none, and so on and so forth. So the banking really messes things up unless you plan on using that vacation, like the beginning of the year. Maybe you're in a big ski season, or you go south, or you go to Florida or something. But there's that little change there. However, I think most schools, they all get off their vacation shortly thereafter New Year's. So really, you can't use that vacation if you have a family anyhow. So you might as well use it in the current year that exists. That's another thing. But the idea of using the vacation, where she messed up is she used her, family leave or emergency time. They allowed you to bank that as much as you want. They gave you a couple of hours of pay to go take care of personal issues, kids going to school, sick, you got to run errands, you got to get some stuff done, you got to go to the DMV. We all know how long maybe you got to go do your taxes. I don't know. Could be anything. But they give you these hours to use. And she wasn't using it. She was banking it. Well, when the new corporation came in, they angst that thing, and you said you could only keep a week, no more than a week's time in that bank. She wanted to use it for a vacation or something like that. So it got messed up. The same goes for everything. So all these people who say, oh, I'm not going to take vacation. I'm going to hold it until a point. I'm going to work through the whole year and everything. Let me show a little diagram here. So your energy level, right? We're going to talk energy over time. And I don't know, maybe you're high on drugs or something. You have completely high energy all the time. Sooner or later, even that catches up to you. Look at all the people who crashed and burned out of the society. So let's say you start the year off at a high energy level, right? As you work, if you do not take vacation, it's going to go down, right? The idea is that every so often you take a little vacation, your energy level goes back up and then it starts coming down. Then you take another vacation and it comes back up and it comes down. This is what your energy level should be. It should be high. It should be like pretty stable. It's going to come down because you haven't taken a break and you worked really hard, put a lot of energy out, but then you take a little break and then you come back up and then it comes back down again and it goes back up. If you do not take break and then you take a vacation towards the end of the year, yeah, it's going to come up, but it may not come up as high as it was if you do over time. So your vacation level, your energy level, I should put it here. Vacation. A vacation, big vacation, little vacation, mini. I used to call them mini. I think I have a couple shows in the past that I talk about these mini vacations. These mini vacations, the goal of them is to re-energize you so you're back up full energy level. Then you start coming down again, then you take another mini vacation, come back up. You're using your vacation. Vacation is meant to be used, not to be banked. Because I'll say from a value perspective with your customer, taking little mini vacations, and sometimes they're a week long or whatever, depending where you're going on a trip throughout the year, keeps that energy level high. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't had a real nice big vacation in a long time. My energy level is really low. I really would like to take a vacation. I think we're going to take one soon. I don't know, maybe. Or really a mini vacation just to get away and change up the pace. But they give you vacation so you take it, not so you bank it. It's not yours to keep. Some people say, but they say it on an agreement. Agreements change. Corporations go bankrupt. Corporations sell. Unions renegotiate contracts. There's all kinds of reasons for that. And in fact, over time, if I were to do value of your vacation when you first get it versus value of it later on, based on inflation and the value of your paycheck at the beginning of the year versus later, look at inflation. It went up 9% in the 1 year, right? Did your paycheck go up 9% in the 1 year? No. So is your vacation more? Well, maybe it actually might be more valuable. Actually, you can buy less stuff. So your paycheck didn't go up. You can buy less stuff towards the end of the year, but you can buy more stuff with your current vacation or pay for airfare and stuff like that earlier in the year than later in the year. So in reality, I'm right. Your vacation has more value in the beginning, not in the end, because of inflation. You can get down that level if you really want to. But my thing is I just go with taking little mini vacations. Take a vacation, use it, get your energy level back up, take a vacation, use it, and then, so on, your energy goes level versus waiting to the end of here. Problem with organizations, it's a terrible way. If your whole team takes vacation at the end of the year, you have no one to give any value to your customer or take care of the product. And the people that are still around get burnt out because they're handling everything. It's common sense. So one of the things I want to recommend is make sure that you do use your vacation. Do not bank it. Do like save it. I mean, think of it this way. If I have a bank account, right? I have a savings account or a checking account. Let's say I have a checking account, a savings account, an investment in stocks. Maybe one day I'll buy an investment property. I don't know, whatever it will be. Do you really leave all your money in a checking account? No. Do you? Like there's a $200,000 coverage in the United States. If you have a lot of money, you'll put it into another bank, right? And you'll split it. So you got the safety insurance coverage. You don't put everything in one spot like kind of she did. She put everything in one spot. You spread it out, right? And even then, if it gets too high, you put it in a savings account because you want to get interest. So you get interest on that money versus a checking account, which typically doesn't give you interest. Then when that savings account hits a certain level, you might start buying stocks and investing in stocks to provide another interest. So now your money is diversified. And then if your stock's really good, you might want to buy real estate or something, whatever way you want to invest your money for long-term improvement. But you're diversifying your money, your income. Same thing with the vacation. If they give you some time off to do errands and they give you vacation time, use some of that time that they give you time off to take some time off. If your bosses argue with you, say, well, why'd you give me the vacation or the time off stuff? I want to use it because the last time I got burnt. I know people who didn't get to use it, and then we don't have any staff and we're not understaffed, but I can plan it out and use it and do things I want to do. So you mix it up a little bit. Let your vacation build up. In the meantime, use your personal. When you get ready to use your vacation, then use your personal. So mix it up, spread it out. Do not save all your vacation time on one thing. It's not yours to keep. And like I said, corporate, I mean, they keep talking about the R word. It hasn't gone away. Personally, I think they're dragging it on, is why it keeps coming back and forth versus doing it, getting it done and moving on. But that's another financial personal opinion. But spread it out, use it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket for vacation. Don't put all your eggs in the vacation basket. Don't put all your eggs in the personal use basket for time off. Use it. And you'll feel better. Even if you just took a day off and made your weekend a little bit longer and went to a hotel and went to a little place that you can just get away for a weekend and just do a little mini vacation. It's worth it. It'll energize you. You'll 10x your performance, I guarantee you, rather than wait till one moment later on when you want to take vacation. But then your boss says, no, because we got a major drop and you can't take that big vacation. It's going to happen. But I just want to share that with you. I know my wife got burnt on her vacation time. I don't want to see other people get burnt on the vacation time. I mean, God forbid, what if you saved all the vacation and you got sick or you died, right? The worst case, if you died, then you never got to use that vacation, never got to enjoy life and do some things that you want to do with your family and friends or whatever because you just saved it. Maybe you lost your job, I don't know necessarily all the rules say you get reimbursed for that vacation you don't use. Sometimes they do in some states, some places they don't, right? If the job gets cut, you may or may not get that vacation time back. That's a risk there, right? Or if you do something stupid and get fired for a cause, you're probably not going to get your vacation time, right? Because everyone makes a mistake. Things happen. They do. So I wanted to share that with everyone. I don't want to see people make the same mistakes my wife did. Though, I'm like, it is what it is. Don't worry. You have to let it go. You have to learn to forgive. You made a mistake, let it go. But like I said, that one captain, his dad, and if you think of a Navy captain, that's the person who can pilot an aircraft carrier, 5,000 people on it. It's a big operation. His dad said, they give you vacation time for a reason. Use it. Do not save it. Don't avoid it. Do not do that. Make sure you use your vacation time. Don't bank it. Don't assume that it'll be there. You may lose it or something may come up that makes it go away that's way out of your control. Use it to re-energize yourself. Don't wait till the end of the year. Energize, you burn off some energy, vacation comes back up, comes down. It does a cycle thing. But keep those cycles small, right? Don't make them big cycles. The bigger your cycles, you may not get your energy level back to where you were when you started. I'm pretty much sure that you won't. I probably take that bet, and we're talking Super Bowl now. I probably take that gamble that you will not get your energy level back to where it was when you first started. If you started that way and you just saved it and then took a vacation once a year, and then for the rest of the year you don't take any vacations because you want to save it for that big event, you're probably going to be a curmudgeon the whole entire year, grumpy as all be because you can't get away from the office and you have to do it every day. Sometimes we humans need a break. We just need that break. Sorry. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I hope that helps you with you 10x in your lives, getting you more energized, finding ways to bring more value to the customer, and having fun. Go on and have some fun. Use some of that personal time for some fun stuff for yourself. Treat yourself. And with that, even if you take a vacation while you're maybe your spouse or your significant other is working and you decide, I'm just going to take my day off. I get it. I'm just going to stay home by myself, read a book, take a class, do something with that time, right? Get your taxes done. I gotta do my taxes. So wish that. Have a great day. Happy scrumming. I wish you the best. Tomorrow will be We Team Wednesday, and we'll have another episode then. Take care, everyone. Bye. See ya.